Hi everyone, this is Marie Blue Angel here. Today I am playing Potion Panic, another Otome Jam 2023 entry. I have no idea what it's about, but I assume we're making potions slash magic is involved, and there's like a little heart-shaped one, so also there's romance, obviously, since this is an Otome Jam 2023 entry. But I already like the title screen, and the music's quite fun right now. So let's just get into it. Also, side note, I really like how they've done the sparkles. Like, you have this yellow sparkle, purple sparkles, and the blue ones, the little blue dots. So, anyways, let's get into it. Welcome to Potion Panic. Just a couple of questions before we get started. First, pick a name for the protagonist. You can be Marie. That's correct. Great. Now, select their pronouns. Ooh, I like that you can customize your pronouns alongside, these options here. I will. Ooh, look at it, so pretty. I like this. It's like a little atelier or like a little studio, maybe a little shop. Slow day today. It's mid-morning. Normally my shop would be packed with adventurers stocking up for their journeys. Health potions, stamina potions, acid-resistant potions, all of them would have typically been flying off the shelves. But today, it's practically empty. I don't think I've seen so many greater healing potions stay on the shelf for this long. I'm also gonna adjust the music, because I thought I did already. Better, I think. Not since last year's festival, anyway. There have been a few people coming in, but they've mostly been nervous townspeople in need of a courage potion to ask their crush to the festival. Ah, do you sell that? A courage potion? The only adventurer who's been here at all today has been wandering around and staring at the shelves for almost an hour now. And most of the time was spent hovering around the same set of potions. I'd better go check on him. I emerged from behind the counter and came to a stop next to where he's standing in front of the magical energy restoration shelf. Hi, Phoenix. Can I help you find something? Phoenix flinches at the sound of my voice. Marie, hi. Sorry, I should know better than to sneak up on you. Okay, so we know this adventurer, and their name is Felix, or his name. Yes. He's faced some of the highest level monsters in the world without getting so much as a scratch. Just yesterday, he promised to swim the vortex, the world's most treacherous waters, to recover someone's family heirlooms. Oh, that's nice. And yet, I scared him. Funny. It's fine. It's fine. I should expect you to be in here. Your shop. Huh. Didn't you see me earlier? Do you need something? That's something I should be asking you. Is there a specific potion you're looking for? No. Just browsing. Admiring your work, For an hour, though? It's just... You really made all of these yourself? Everything except this knowledge potion. I show him a small vial full of bright blue liquid. That was a gift from a visiting alchemy professor. Ooh. What kind of knowledge does it give you? Mostly trivia about octopuses. That's so random. I love that. Unrelated. But did you know octopuses have 3 hearts? Fascinating. I'd, love to hear more. Are you like working up courage to talk to me? ? I don't know. Also, I like how this window looks. It seems like it's like stained glass-esque, and I like what colors are coming through. This background is so pretty. Really? I doubt you came to my shop to hear me recite octopus facts. Well, no. But I've always loved octopuses since I was a kid. How cute. They're so cute. In a weird, tentacly kind of way. I didn't know they were such a huge passion of yours. They sure are, huh? You have to have some octopus trivia of your own, right? I bet it makes mine look boring. Oh. About that. You're not really an octopus fan? No, I love them. I just don't know that much about them, is all. That's why I want to hear more from you. Alright. It also told me they can change color. It helps them blend in with their surroundings. Wow. Really? Is it any color, or are there limits? This is getting strange. He's never dragged a conversation out this long before. Nor has he ever lingered this long without buying anything. It makes me wonder. Are you stalling for something? Because I'm a bit confused, also. Me, Marie Blue Angel, not Marie. His voice trembles, but even more His voice trembles even more than it did before. Stalling? Why would I need to stall for? I don't know, that's why we're asking, Phoenix. I don't know. Maybe there's something you want to ask me, but it's... My eyes drift to the red courage potion on the shelf right by his head. Nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking. He isn't. Is he? Is he? Like what? I don't want to be too hasty, but it is the most likely reason given what day it is, and also we mentioned it earlier about people coming and buying the courage potions. Like, say, asking me to the festival? He nearly drops the potion he's holding. What? It was a guess. It's just a guess. I could be wrong. You are. Wrong, I mean. I should have guessed. The odds we'd work out together are pretty low. But I can't help but feel just the tiniest bit of disappointment. That's fair. I'd be disappointed too. But, it's not because of you. You're very... He averts his gaze. I'm just not going to the festival is all. Big parties aren't for me. I guess I can understand that. So, if it's not the festival, what did you want to ask me about? Oh. Well. How about some more octopus facts? Why don't you just say it, okay? If it's really important, it's best to just get it over with. Yeah, I mean, that's true. It's kind of... I mean, you've been there for an hour. I would have chickened out by now if I was Phoenix, to be honest. I guess that's why maybe he's eyeing the courage potion. He sighs. You're right. Bracing himself, he extends a hand to the shelf behind him. He grabs onto a bottle of turquoise liquid and, eyes shut tight, holds it out to me. Can I buy this, please? A buoyancy? I lift it out of his hand to get a better look at the label. Yep, a buoyancy. You're embarrassed about buying this? Aren't you swimming the vortex today? What's wrong with a little protection against drowning? It's not just that. You need to boost your swimming skills. Kind of. Do you not have any swimming skills? Oh no. What do you mean? Kind of. He stares at the wooden floor. I can't swim. Oh no, Phoenix. Sorry? What was that? I can't swim! At all? At all. Phoenix, that's... I know. Some adventurer I am, right? Wait. You can't swim and you agreed to do that? No one else wanted to, and he looked so devastated. Listen, a buoyancy potion does two things. One, it makes you float more easily in the water to help prevent drowning. And 2, it enhances your existing swimming ability. Key word is existing. It's no substitute for actually learning to swim. So if you go out there and try to navigate the vortex with this potion, sure, you'll be unlikely to drown, but you'll have a really hard time moving around. Oh, really? Yeah. I think the best thing to do is find someone else to get the heirlooms. He's silent for a few moments. You're probably right, but... Yes? Well, you know how festival time is. Most of the adventurers around here are taking the week off. That poor man went through so many people already. I'm the only one who said yes. And those heirlooms are really important to him. I see. But they're heirlooms, right? Objects. It's not like anyone's lives are at stake. They'll still be there after the festival. He wanted to give them to his husband on the last day of the festival. Oh. This is a tough one. There's always other stuff you can give him, right? Why not talk to him about it? Help him come up with ideas. Maybe even help him search for someone else to get the heirlooms. I guess. I just don't want you to stress yourself out about this, or venture into the vortex unprepared. I'll tell you what, why don't you talk to him about other options? If you're still stuck, you can come back here and talk to me. I'll be happy to help you out. His eyebrows shoot up. Really? Of course. But you're so busy, you have to run the shop. True, but it's been slow today. Take a look around. You're the only one. Oh, the bell above the entrance ding-a-lings. Here. Another customer. I turn to the door, prepared to tell them I'll just be a minute. Only for my blood to run cold. Who is it? That's not just anyone creeping into my shop, cloak gently swishing from side to side. That's the last person I ever wanted to see here. Who is it? Or anywhere, for that matter. He briefly makes eye contact with me and nods before stepping up to the counter. Hello? He drapes an arm over it, leaning against it. His expression is unreadable, as always. Even after our time together, I can never tell what he's thinking. He could just be here to buy a potion, but somehow I doubt it. Marie, are you okay? I snap out of my thoughts and turn back to Phoenix. Yes, sorry, I got distracted. Where were we? You were offering to help me with the heirloom problem. Right. After you talked to the guy. I glance back over at him. As soon as my conversation with Phoenix is over, I'll have to interact with him. We can talk about it right now if you want. I'm sure you're really anxious about this, and I have time. We can go over as many ideas as you like. Marie, I could be wrong, but it sounds like you're the one stalling now. Phoenix, how dare you call me out? Actually, I appreciate it, because I am. I am stalling. I groan. I am, aren't I? Phoenix offers a shy smile. Best to get it over with, right? As much as I'm dreading talking to that bastard, I have to take my own advice. Right. See you around, Phoenix. Let me know how it goes. I will. Phoenix hovers over to the doorway. Just as he reaches it, he stops and turns to me. And Marie. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but, good luck. I smiled at him. Thank you. I wave goodbye, and soon he's gone. Now there's no one left to distract me. It's just me and him. I first met him in the tavern. Ooh, flashback. I like how the tavern has heart chairs, and there's hearts on the railings here. So many cute hearts. This is, wow, almost 2 years ago now. I was over there with some friends sitting at the bar, talking about I don't remember what, when suddenly he appeared across from me on the other side of the counter. He introduced himself as Timothy. He told me he was new in town, training to be a bartender. Okay. I don't want to say it was love at first sight, but because I don't believe in that nonsense. But he did captivate me from the beginning. Part of it was his supposed background. I couldn't help but wonder what sort of person would travel all the way here just for bartending. Admittedly, though, it wasn't just that. It certainly helped that he was charming and charismatic. And handsome. He had a way of making me feel like we were the only two people in that crowded tavern. Talking to him felt effortless, and everything I learned about him only drew me in more. When it came time to go home, he asked to come visit him again. He asked me to come visit him again. And so I did. Over and over and over. And from there, we only grew close. To the point that by the time we'd known each other for 6 months. I think I love you. That bastard. Absolutely. Sorry, dear. What was that? Nothing. We were doing end-of-day cleanup at the potion shop one night. My eyes had been glued to him as he carefully arranged the potions on the shelves, bringing them up close to his face and inspecting them one by one. He was so gentle with them, as if the containers were somehow more fragile than the glass they were made out of. Until I spoke up, his focus on his task had been unbroken. But now, I had his undivided attention. He put the bottle down as he smirked at me. Oh, come now, dear. You obviously said something. Well, yeah, but it's not important. Of course it is. He ran a gloved finger along my jaw. Everything you have to say is of the utmost importance. I let out a chuckle. No, it's not, Timmy. Yes, it is. Oh, please tell me, would you, my precious? I could never say no to that face. Looks very pleading, with puppy eye-esque. Alright, fine. I love you, okay? For the first time since I'd met him, he didn't have an immediate response to something I'd said. He just stared with those blank eyes of him. Cocky smile flattened into a line. Oh no, I'd messed up, hadn't I? Too soon? Oh no. I was just taken aback is all. He grabbed my hands in his. That confident demeanor was back in seconds. But what was that? I don't know. Like, that's not a, like... whatever. I don't know anything about the story, but that's a weird response. I didn't expect you to be the first one to say it. Wait. Do you mean... I do. I love you too, my dear. It surprised me how good it felt to hear those words. And as the months went on, things only felt better. As we approached the first anniversary of the day we met, I was starting to wonder if we'd be together the rest of our lives. Oh, how wrong I was, unfortunately. It was about 11 months after our first meeting. He had to clean up after the tavern closed, so I was waiting outside for him. We were planning to walk to my house together once he was finished. But for a simple cleanup, it was taking an awful long time. I was starting to worry about him. So I opened the door and stepped inside the tavern. And that's when I heard the words that knocked me off of cloud 9. Are you serious? What has it been, a year? Not yet. But almost. It's almost been a year. Who takes that long to seduce one formula out of someone? How dare he? I'll get mad at you. I'll get mad at him for you, girl. Just saying. That's an evil scheme. Patience, friends. I just need a bit more time and I'll have that formula for you. How much more time? Another month should do it. Another month? We've extended your deadline 3 times already. Because it's necessary. No one would trust anyone with such a dangerous recipe immediately. Yeah. Yeah, but after 11 months. What, are you gonna marry the alchemist just so you can get your hands on one of her potions? Alchemist? Me? What the hell? I hid within the doorway so as not to be seen. As alarmed as I was, I do like to give the benefit of the doubt in these cases. It was still possible that this was all a misunderstanding. Maybe they were playing some strange role-playing game. So I kept listening. But the rest of the conversation confirmed my worst fear. My entire relationship with Timmy was a lie. His name wasn't really even Timothy. He hadn't come here to be a bartender either. He was Reuben, rogue for hire. He'd initially acted interested in me and encouraged my interest in turn because of a mission he'd been given by his current client. A guild that specialized in information and would sell it to anyone who'd pay. What were they after? The formula I'd written for an what were they after? The formula I'd written for an undeath potion. Undeath potion. A potion which could bring living creatures back from the dead. A potion which, after testing it and witnessing the horrifying results, I had promised to never use it again, and to let no one have it under any circumstance. A potion which was apparently enough to break my heart over. Naturally, the news ruined me. What came next was difficult to say the least. He'd ingrained himself so deeply in my life that ripping him out would be a long, painful process. But I knew what I had to do. I stood right outside the entrance and waited for him. And the minute he emerged. Thank you so much for waiting, my precious. You know how sticky those cocktails. We're through, Timothy. Or should I say Reuben? His face. First, he pretended he didn't know what I was talking about. Then he tried to explain it all away with a lie. I made it clear, however, that I heard too much for there to be any other explanation. Not to be defeated yet, he still had one more trick up his sleeve. He swore that while it was a lie in the beginning, he had come to really love me over time, that he didn't care about the potion anymore. Oh yeah? Then why don't you march back in there and tell him you failed? For the second time since I'd met him, he didn't have an immediate response to something I said. That's what I thought. We eventually worked out an agreement. I wouldn't tell anyone what I heard tonight, and he'd leave me alone. He would give the guild a fake formula so they think he succeeded. It would ensure that they wouldn't find some other way to get the undeath formula from me. The next day, I wrote up the decoy. That afternoon, I gave it to him. Then he left town, and I was single once more. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. My heart goes out to you. Single, and to put it bluntly, a mess. I spent an embarrassingly long amount of time holed up in my room. I went out and got drunk. And I couldn't even run the shop anymore, not on my own. Every time I picked up a potion, I'd be flooded with memories of the two of us together. For a good 2 months, my friends had to help me out. Aw, your friends. Hello, friends. Encore, I'm sorry, but thank you. Including Encore, who had his own shop to run. I wanted this hopeless era of my life to end as soon as possible. I was desperate to get over him. I nearly resorted to a drastic measure. but in the end it took a while. I couldn't say I was completely over him until, well, now. Just when I thought he was out of my life for good, here he is, coming back to haunt me. There's a lot of emotions swirling within me at the moment, but I'd say the strongest one is, I mean, if you're over him, you could still be angry about it, because it's also kind of like at the point where, you know, you're just got over him, but you didn't need to really be reminded. Like, I don't know if I'd be, well, maybe he's back for a reason, though, so maybe I'd be fearful if it's not angry, because then that means you still care. Sadness, because you also still care. Fear, because you don't know why he's here, and maybe people, the guild people he was kind of working for, are looking for you. I'm gonna say fear. Why is he here? What could he have to say to me? Will he try to woo me again? Will he try to chew me out for dumping him? I mean, it's been over for a long time, so I don't think that's it. Will he threaten me to give up the undeath formula? Is he just here to torment me? All the possibilities swarm in my thoughts like locusts. I'm one confrontational word away from bolting out of here, changing my name and opening a shop in Polaria. Ruben steps away from the counter and starts toward me. But I hold a finger up, indicating for him to wait there. My whole body trembles as I make my way behind the counter. But instead of facing him, I turn to the cabinet affixed to the back of the wall. It's where I keep my collection of potions for my own personal use. I open the cabinet and, quickly thinking, I reach for the perfect concoction to help calm me down. Courage. Self-explanatory. It gives you the courage to face whatever lies ahead of you, weakening whatever fears you are holding back. Best not to drink too much, or you'll blaze past brave, right into reckless. But the vial I have here is nowhere near big enough for that outcome. It should just give me enough resolve not to hide in the storage room. I close my eyes and take a big gulp. And still, with my eyes closed, I turn around. I take a moment to slow my breathing down. How can I, help you? Hello, Marie. It's been quite a while. All right, I can't keep my eyes closed forever. I'll open them on the count of 3. 1, 2. Whoa. Did he get a makeover since the last time I saw him? Did you accidentally use a love potion? Your heartbeat's thumping a little faster than I think would be for courage. A makeover from the gods? Or maybe he was this gorgeous the whole time and I just never saw it. Those mysterious eyes, the ribbons of hair gently framing his face, and his voice. It's so musical in quality that I can't possibly make out what he's saying. But I should try. I want to hang on to his every word. Oh no, this is a love potion. So, I was wondering if there was any possible way I could make it up to you. Make up what to me? What could he have to apologize for? Being perfect? Sweeping me off my feet? Wait, no. I remember. I think. I have to say something. You didn't do anything wrong. You don't really believe that, do you? Do I? No, I don't. What's going on here? This is the man who ground my heart into pieces, just to get his hands on a potion formula. I have no reason to fawn over him, except for maybe that he's handsome, and confident, and driven, and diligent, and patient, and charming, and wonderful, and stunning, and... what the hell could be causing this? It has to be something besides my own desperation. Desperation. At that thought, a memory slams into me full force. I was toiling away in my alchemy shop into the wee hours of the night, my face reflected in a vat of hot pink liquid. Did you try to use this potion to get over someone, but you didn't end up using it? Like, you didn't want to be into him, so you wanted to use it for someone else. It was a month and a half after we broke up, and I was already sick of missing him. I tried to drink away the pain, but all that did was make me express it more openly. But one night when I got home from the tavern, an idea came to me. What's the quickest way to get over someone? Of course, to fall for someone else. And the quickest way to do that? A love potion. That's right. I was prepared to drink a potion that makes you head over heels obsessed with the first person you either see or touch, whichever comes first. If I were any less drunk, I would have known this was a horrible idea. I mean, the only known antidote to a blood potion is to really fall in love with someone. Not necessarily the person the potion made you fall for, but someone. You have to experience real love while being engulfed by a blaze of artificial passion. Ooh, that's hard to solve. What are you gonna do? And I was so desperate to move on to someone new, anyone but him, that I thought I could do that. I figured that all I needed was a boost from the love potion, and then true feelings would follow naturally. I really thought it would be that easy. I got as far as brewing the potion and bottling it. Now all that was left was to find the new love of my life. I was in the middle of stumbling back to the tavern when... Hello, Ankur. What voice should I give you? It's gonna be a deep voice because I don't have a lot of masculine voices in my repertoire. Is everything okay? I like your apron. I raised my hands to defend myself, but it was a pitiful attempt with how drunk I was. Ankur caught them easily. In the process, he grabbed onto the bottle of freshly brewed potion in my hand. What's this? Are you making a delivery? You don't actually do those this late. Is it an emergency? Yeah, a love emergy-mer. A love problem. Why are you up this late, buddy pal? Working on a custom sword I'm making for a customer. No matter what I do, I just can't get it right. This is the third time I've had to redo it. Ah, I'm sure it's fine. You're the best blacksmith in the whole world. I doubt I'm the best in the world, Marie, but thank you. Look at that blushing, I see it. You can't hide this from me. Still, you're pretty good. I am. But the only reason I'm that good is because I make sure everything I sell is up to my standards. If I'm not happy with it, it's not leaving my shop. Well, maybe you gotta lower your standards. You work too hard, buddy. Yes, you've told me that before. But I can't compromise on quality. If that sword breaks in the middle of... Marie! He caught me just in time before I collapsed to the ground. What's going on? Are you drunk? Just a little. Doesn't sound like a little to me. I counted on my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did that one count? Ankur shook his head. Come on, Marie. He wrapped an arm around my back and led me to a nearby bench. We both sat down. Thanks, pal. I love you. I love you too, Marie. Which is why I'm very worried about you. Aw, best buddy. Why have you been drinking so much lately? I miss Timmy, and I don't want to miss him anymore. I understand, but destroying yourself won't help with that. No, but this will. I proudly thrust the love potion in front of his face, still unaware of what a terrible decision I was about to make. What's that? Love potion number... Love potion. Makes you fall in love with the first person you see. You're not going to make someone fall in love with you, are you? What? No! No. I wouldn't. I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to use it on myself. You're going to make yourself fall in love with someone? That's right. That doesn't sound much better, Marie. Why not? It goes away once you really love him. I just need a little boost is all. And then I'll get to know him, and they'll be just my type, and we'll be together forever. It's the perfect plan. I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean? Well, for one thing, won't you be doing exactly what that asshole did to you? No way. I'm not gonna lie to them. I'd agree not to tell anyone the details of what happened with Ruben, but I figure there was no harm in giving Ankur the gist. Except you would kind of be, wouldn't you? Imagine, instead of the whole using you thing, he said he only liked you because of a potion. Oh, I get what you're saying. I'll just need to tell him about the potion up right away. Marie, that's not what I'm saying. It's not, but it's a good idea. I'll just tell him what I'm doing and they'll probably run away from me. This is a bad idea, isn't it? Understatement of the century. I stayed in Ankur's house that night. He didn't want to leave me alone in my drunken state. If he hadn't stopped me, I would have been in hot water that night. But he did, and now... Oh no. Oh, you gotta fall in love with your ex? Or do you need to fall in love with someone else? Mounting dread creeps up my spine as I sneak a glance at the bottle in my hand. It's empty, save for a few drops of hot pink liquid. On the label, in barely legible scrawl, it reads, Love. I even added a few good hearts for measure. Oh, why didn't I throw this out the night I made it? Or any time after that? If I did, I wouldn't be in this mess. But nope, I just drank a whole bottle of love potion. And the first person I saw was him. Marie, is something the matter? You look terrified. Oh, yes. Let me tell him that I'm now magically obsessed with him. That'll go over well. If I think for 1 second he wouldn't use that to take advantage of me, I've learned nothing from my experience with him. But he's worried about me. Such a sweetheart. I have to get away. No, I'm fine, but I don't have the time to talk right now because I'm critically low on revives. Let me go make some more. I make a dash for the door to the alchemy workshop. No, you aren't. I turn around and he's already caught up to me. There's dozens of them over on that shelf. He remembered what my revives look like. What am I talking about? Everyone knows what a revive looks like. Why didn't I pick a more obscure potion to be out of? And why is he so close? I stumble back, eager to put some distance between us. Oh, I guess there are. I didn't notice. You're normally quite good at keeping track of inventory. Something isn't right. What are you talking about? I'm perfectly okay. He shakes his head. I don't believe you. Well, I guess I'm a bit nervous. You're here after all, and you destroyed a whole year of my life. It's only natural I dreaded talking to you. Most people in my position wouldn't be 100% thrilled to see you. I suppose that makes sense. So you prefer not to be my presence after what I've done? Is that it? No, I mean, probably. If that's true, then why are you touching my face? Why am I? Crap. He's right. At some point during our conversation, I reached out and started caressing his cheek. Oh no, this love potion's really going. How? Why didn't I notice? I yank back my hand. Sorry. To avoid a repeat of that incident, I clasp my hands together tightly. I make a dash back towards the front of my shop so I have more room to move around. Listen, Listen, I just need some time to myself. Alright, if you say so. Great. Thank you so much for understanding. Door's this way. Maybe later we can... But... I freeze, arm still outstretched toward the door. But... Are you certain you should be left alone in your condition? He has a point. Maybe I should let him stay. It's so sweet of him to care. No, self! He does not care about me. Stop that. Condition? What do you mean? I'm just a little stressed is all. Nothing a quick walk outside can't fix. It seems to me that it's more than that. Shit. Is he on to me? Marie, are you... He's looking at the bottle in my hand. Shit. Am I covering the label? Not feeling well. It takes a few seconds before what he said registers. Oh, you're asking if I'm sick? Yes, I am. And judging by the potion bottle you're carrying, it's most likely the magical sort of ailment. Am I correct? I'm not sure how to respond. He's not wrong, but does he need to know more than he's letting on? Does he know more than he's letting on? He sighs. Marie, I know you don't want me, of all people, telling you what to do. However, if you're not feeling well, it's not good for your health to continue to run the shop. If you like, I could take you back to the inn with me, and... The inn? Which has bedrooms in it? Just the two of us. Maybe he'll want me to sleep over, stay the night with him. In his room. And maybe there'll only be one bed. Like that one trope that comes up in fantasy romances all the time. The possibility of it flashes through my mind. These sheets are paper thin. Is there an extra blanket somewhere in the closet? I'm afraid there isn't, my dear. But I'm so cold. Do you think you could come closer? Certainly. No. No! I am not saying yes to him. But it's so tempting. But that scenario probably won't happen anyway. And that's a good thing. Not something I should be disappointed about. I mean it this time, Marie. I really do love you. Ah! Get out. Get out of my head. Come on. I have to say something. Say no to his offer. 3 words. No, thank you. That's it. First word? First word? Why can't I... Ding. Someone's here. Thank goodness. I whip my head around to see who it is. Hi, Marie. I saw a certain someone go in and wanted to make sure you were okay. Aw, thank you, buddy. I couldn't have asked for better luck. Don't get me wrong. I would have been happy to see anyone walk through that door. Panik is 1, my best friend, and 2, very reliable when it comes to sticky situations, especially in the shop. He's been helping me out with a large crowd since, well, almost since I started selling potions. And of course, I've gone across the street to help him at his armory plenty of times in return. He's my best shot at escape. So I rush to the front entrance and stop right next to him. Ankur, I'm so sorry, I totally forgot. I was supposed to help you polish the armor today, wasn't I? He raises an eyebrow. I don't blame him for being confused. We polished everything yesterday. But I tilt my head behind me toward Reuben, and then he nods. Yeah, I've been waiting for you for half an hour. Thought you might be busy and decided to come see if you needed help with anything. Nope, just forgot. Ready to get started? I sure am. I cling onto his arm as we make our way out the door. We're right on the threshold when... Wait just a moment. I don't turn around to look at him. Looking at him seems to feed the potion. We really need to do this if you don't mind. I do mind. First of all, he said as soon as he entered that he came in because of me. Clearly intending to butt in on a conversation he doesn't belong in. I came to check on Marie. That's it. You don't exactly have the best track record with her. Fight. Do you think I don't know that? For your information, I came here to apologize. And from the sound of it, you have. So it's time for you to go. I'm not leaving until I hear from Marie. Marie, please. Please, just talk to me. Do I detect a hint of genuine emotion in there? From him. He's opening up to me. I mean, so what if he is? I realize I've been leaning toward him and grab back on Anchor's arm to stop myself. Can't. Sorry. Let's go, Anchor. Marie. He maneuvers around us and blocks our path. Look, Marie, it's obvious you're trying to avoid me. I don't exactly blame you, but I'm very worried about you, and I'd like to ensure you get the care you need. Will you let me? Thank you, I appreciate it. You're so... I stopped myself before I can finish that sentence. But I'm good. Whatever's going on, I can handle it. What care is he talking about? Are you alright? I'll explain later. Ruben, that's the only reason you wanted to talk to me, right? Because you're worried about me? If so, don't be. I'll be fine. I suppose that isn't the only reason. It's very frustrating to see you be so evasive. I came because I wanted to see if there was any possibility I could make up for what I've done, how much I've hurt you. I wanted to see if I still had a chance to make things right, that is. I still don't know the answer to that question. So please, tell me how you feel. Be honest with me. Like, you were so honest with me? He grimaces. I know. There's no need to taunt me with it. All I ask is if this is really it. If you never want to see me again, that's alright. I'll accept it. But please just say it. Don't run away or make excuses. Just tell me you never want to see me again. But why did you come back now? Like, hasn't it been like a year? I'm concerned. And I promise I'll leave you alone for good. Really? Really? Yes, I have an out. One sentence out of my mouth, and that's one less problem to tackle. My little potion predicament will be that much easier. All I have to do is say it. Ruben, I never want to see you again. That's my line. Here I go. I focus my gaze on a spot on the wall so I can concentrate. Ruben. Yes, go on. Ruben, I push all the words with all my might. But they won't budge. Every time I get close, I'm bombarded with longing, adoration, and the consequences of losing him for good. Memories of us together, the warmth he's shown me today, our future together. They all form an anvil that hangs threateningly over my heart, ready to crush it as soon as I get the words out. But it's an illusion. I won't let it win. I strengthen my resolve. Ruben, I never want to. I make the mistake of looking at him as I say it. He's so sad, so heartbroken. I want to give him a hug and tell him I'll love him forever. But there's no way I can do that to myself. I'm probably just projecting these emotions onto him anyway. Who knows what he's really thinking? Come on, one more time. I never want to. Ankur puts a hand on my shoulder. How about you take a break before you pop a blood vessel? But I have to tell him. I have to tell him that I love, that I never want to live without him. No. Maybe you could talk to him after you calm down. It's not very busy at the armory today. I can take you there and let you cool off as long as you need to. Oh yes, because when I'm ill, I polish heavy armor to feel better. You do not understand the situation right now, sir. Are you really sick, Marie? Obviously. As their best friend, you, of all people, should be able to tell. Look at their faces at each other. As you should, Ankur. Be mad at this man. I do not trust him personally. Unlike you, I prefer to communicate with people, not just guess how they feel based on looking at them. Reading expressions and body language is essential in my line of work. What? Pretending to be an obnoxious bartender so you can break people's hearts? Out for blood! As you should. I was perfectly charming as Timothy. You just didn't like me. That's not even the point, my dude. You lied. I don't have time for this. Marie, do you want to come with me? It'd be far better for you to recover if you came to the inn with me. Why? Because an inn has beds? I again shake off that pesky fantasy of cuddling with him. Ankur's house is right behind his shop. I can rest there if I need to. That's not it, Marie. Although, I would welcome you into my room anytime. Why do you have to say that? Now the fantasy is back in full force. You should accompany me to the inn because I know someone there who can help you. This I can't ignore. Who? Dr. Quartz. She's a doctor who specializes in magical ailments, including those caused by spells and potions. Did he say potions? She has a wealth of knowledge, unknown to the general public, and she even searches for remedies herself. And she happens to be staying in town at the same time I am. I'm sure you're familiar with the umbrella potion. Of course. What's the umbrella potion? It's this potion that repels droplets of rain, so you can stay dry even in a downpour. But if you drink too much of it, it repels any type of water, including drinking water. The only way you can stay hydrated is by using a needle. Ouch. Ouch is right. Thankfully, people stopped using it once they figured that out, but there's still no known cure. No known cure until recently. Dr. Quartz found one. Are you serious? I am. She was able to devise a potion to neutralize the effects. Really? And no weird side effects? None at all. People have been scratching their heads at the umbrella problem for years. If Dr. Quartz could find a cure for that, then maybe, just maybe, she could have exactly what I need. Reuben shoots a triumphant grin at Ankur. See, I knew I was right. I never said you weren't. If I go with Reuben to the inn, I'll have a shot at curing the potion without having to fall in love with someone. But on the other hand, I'll have to go with Reuben. You could also fall in love with someone. I mean, if he goes away. Oh, you could fall in love with someone else. I don't know. My heart pounds at the prospect, which is exactly why I can't allow it to happen. This is quite the dilemma. Unless... Do you have to come with me, Reuben? I mean, I know where the inn is. And I don't want to. That anvil won't let me say I temporarily don't want to see him again. His eyes are downcast. I understand. I can come with you if you don't want to be on your... Reuben raises his voice just slightly. However, I will need to accompany you. Dr. Quartz doesn't make an appointment with just anyone. You're going to need my connections, or she won't take time out of her busy schedule to talk to you. I see. So if I go to the inn, Reuben has to come. If it doesn't have to be just the two of us, but even if Ankur is there, it's still risky. His presence has dampened the potion's effects, sure, but judging by how hard it is to keep from launching off of him and grabbing Reuben by the hands, it's not by much. And it isn't even guaranteed that Dr. Quartz will have a solution. It's only a chance. Maybe I should forget about her and prioritize getting as far away from Reuben as possible. But then again, on the off chance the doctor does have a solution, it'll take a load off of me. I'm gonna leave us in suspense because I need to end this video. But if you see this before I upload the next video, please let me know. Would you choose to go to the armory with Ankur or go to the inn with Reuben? I feel like I personally just don't want to be next to Reuben. Like, maybe the Dr. Quartz won't really have, like, will be on a search for a cure, but won't really have one. I think the best thing is, like, well, you could fall in love with someone else, like, not, like, just over time. And as long as Ruben is not in the picture, then it's fine. But who knows? I'm gonna save for right now. And I'm going to leave it here for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you want to see the next part posted, please subscribe. And I will be hopefully posting in the next few days. But again, if you see this video and you want me to pick a certain choice, give me your thoughts in the comments. I think I'm leaning towards go to the armory with Anchor. I think that's probably what's gonna happen. I'm curious though what will happen at the end, but that will have to be saved for another round. But anyways, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye!